And philosophy of karma is very significantly intertwined in our philosophy, and which is a significant, important, our Jain scriptures, Jain literature has given. And you will see it provides significant answers, logical answers to the Jain principles. So let us begin with that way. And if you have any questions before, or we can take a break, maybe a couple of minutes. If any questions you receive, just let us see it. So we be at the convenient point. I don't want you to not clear in your mind, and I continue slide after slides after slides, and continue the presentation, and you will be little bit not clear in understanding these slides, because this is a very, very important topic. Okay. Now, what are these 9 tattvas? Okay. The relationship between soul and karma are defined in these 9 principles known as the Navatattvas. The most important tattva is the jiv, or soul, or consciousness. First of all, we need to know, and which theoretically everybody knows, okay, I am a soul, I am not the body. Okay, that is the soul or consciousness. This is what I have. That is the only living substance. When we study 6 universal substances, the soul is the only substance which has knowledge. Okay, the soul is the one who is the doer. Pudgal is not a doer. Okay, Pudgal sometimes looks like it is doer. Sometimes we use the terminology for Pudgal. It is due to my karma I am suffering. No, karma is a Pudgal. It is a non-living substance. Karma has no power to make you suffer. Keep that thing in mind, that karma is a non-living substance. Only the living substance with the knowledge, which is living substance, that one has all the qualities of the soul. Doer, that is the consciousness. So, even though we use this terminology, that terminology is from practical point of view or vyavhar point of view. We use this terminology. And I use it, everybody else use it. But from the real thing, absolute point of view, the things are different. And one has to really understand that, why it is different, why karma cannot do anything. Because it's a very simple thing. Only capability is soul, consciousness. Gnan gun, any substance which has a knowledge, they are the one can do it. And all other substance, the non-living substance, has no power to do it. Okay, and we will discuss it, that relationship, that why we are using from practical point of view, and in why in reality is something is different, which is the true nature. All right. Second one substance is the ajiva, the non-living substance, which is important thing is the karma, but generally we include all the 5 other substances. The total 6 universal substance we finished. Soul consciousness is the first one and most important one. And the remaining five, which is the Pudgal, Dharmastikai, Adharmastikai, Akash and Kal, they are all five non-living substance. They are in the group classified as Ajiva. So these are the two, in reality, substance we define, soul and non-living. The next one, asra, the causes of bondage of karma. Now, in these causes of bondage of karma, that something that we think, we do, our achar, our conduct, and our conduct, all three types, man, vachan, and kaya. In mind, whatever you think, you speak, and whatever you do with your body. Okay, all these three activities, body, mind, and speech activities. Okay, anything we do, we are acquiring karma. Okay, you have to understand that there is no way you're going to create a situation where at any moment you are not acquiring karma, because you are doing man, vachan, and kaya activities. Anything you do, that is going to acquire karma, and it is called asra. However, when you are spiritually elevated yourself, then you get the asra, their magnitude and the density will be lower and lower. And ultimately, you reach a state where even though you are acquiring karma, but it does not stay longer period attached to you. Okay. So we need to get, while we are living, karma is going to continuously attach to you, but different type. If the karma is attached, that in the first moment it's attached and next moment is detached, then that karma cannot harm you. All right. So these are the things you have to understand, the asra, the concept of asra, how it works. And ultimately, you got to know how do you live your life so that you get a minimum impact of your asra. Then the bandh. Bandh is, karma is already bonded in the tattva called ashram, or in the process called ashram. But the bandha tattva means here, it is not a bondage of karma. It's already done in the ashram. But it tells you what kind of the bondage that karma is acquiring. No, it is anantanubandhi, that you have to go through this one, or it is very sanjalan, very minor bandh. Okay, and it's like it just comes and leaves, and it's not impacting anything to you. So the bandh is nothing but the characteristics of the bondage of karma, whether it is a gnanavaniya karma, darshanavaniya karma, antray, vedaniya, whatever, all 8 kinds of the. So what is the type of the karma? When it produces the result, it is producing very highly magnitude, or it is mild. Okay, it's like when mother is getting angry on a son, all right, or a daughter, whatever. Okay, it looks like mother is angry, but she is really loving. All right, do we have that kind of the karma, or do we have something different? So that is the one. We will just go through little bit, but I'm just wanted to refresh the things what we taught. All right. Uh, Now, punya and pap, they go in a pair. Asrava and bandh go in a pair. Punya and pap go in a pair. It means virtuous karma or sinful karma. Okay, naturally, we as a spiritual person or going in on the path of the spirituality, if we have to acquire karma, we should acquire virtuous karma. All right. But not all karmas are virtuous. There are certain types of the karma are sinful. Anything that degrades the quality of the soul, that is a sin, or it's a sinful or pap karma. So anything we do, is it impacting the quality of the soul? How do you know what is the quality of soul and how it's getting impacted? That's a very simple. The, the things, once you understand the concept, it is very, very simple. Anytime you have a kashai that is impacting the quality of the soul, if your mind is calm and quiet, without any kashai, without any anger, greed, deceit, lust, anything, okay, if your mind is without any kind of the kasai, then you are not impacting the quality of the soul. Quality of the soul means, impacting of that one means you have a kashai. Whether it's your ego, greed, deceit, lust, whatever you have. Okay, anytime those things that arises in you, you are degrading spiritually. If you just observe those things that arises in you, but you are not acting on it, then you are progressing your spirituality. You can say, hey, yes, this thing arises in me, but I'm not being impacted by that. Okay, and again, you are the judge and you are the jury. You don't owe answer to anybody. In this field, in the spiritual world, everyone is individual and everyone is responsible for his or her spirituality and progress of the spirituality. Okay, so that's the like punya and pap. So since you are going to acquire karma, you are doing every moment something, do virtuous things. All right, do virtuous things and stay away from kashai. Anytime something can occur in you, that one, try to minimize it and slowly eliminate any pap activity or sinful activity or kashai-ful activities. Okay, anything that is there. So this is the punya and pap when we just give you that kind of the idea. Now the samvar, stoppage of the new karma. All right. How can you cannot stop new karma in a sense. I told you that one because you have a body, mind, and speech activities. As long as you live, you are going to be in that trap. Body, mind, and speech activities are going to continue and you are going to acquire the new karma. There's no doubt about it. So the samvar is the stoppage of the new karma, and we will go through some charts how you can do. You cannot completely stop or eliminate, but you can minimize such a way that that karma will not impacting you. Ultimately, when you die, and if this is the last life, then you are going to attain the liberation. And in moksha, you have that kind of a state. Okay. Nirjara, exhaustion of the accumulated karma. First, you stop new karma, and then whatever you have stored, those karma, how can you exhaust it? That process is nirjara. That process is called nirjara. And how do you do nirjara? We understand properly like nirjara. Nirjara, which is equal to tap. So now in Jain tradition, the tap has a significant importance because what it does, it removes the accumulated karma before it matures. This is a very key thing. You have karma already acquired. If you wait until those karma matures, then they are going to be removed. All right? That is not the nirjara. But the nirjara means if before they mature, that karma, can you remove it? And can you explain us what is the process of removing the accumulated karma before it matures? And once it is removed, then they cannot come and kind of degrade you spiritually. So somewhere and nirjara and among all one, like nirjara is the most important one in that sense, because that is the only way you can attain liberation. If you wait, that accumulated karma, when it matures, they will be removed, and I will not acquire a new karma. The probability is very low that situation can occur. Okay? That's what the scripture is also explaining it. And more you think about it, you know it is also logical. Okay. And the last one is the moksha, liberated state of liberation from all karma. Okay. This one we explain here, all 9 principles, keeping the karma in the center. Keeping the karma in the center. So that's why we talk about all these karma. Later on, I will explain you how you can explain the same thing without karma in the picture. And ultimately, how it tries the soul. Ultimately, the picture is always in the soul, is right in the center. How can I improve my soul? Spiritually, how can I improve my soul? And if you understand that this is the method, but you have to go through karma route first, then you can easily understand that process also. So these things you have to keep that thing in the mind. But right now I'm restricting because the topic is in now Tattva. Once we go further sessions, okay, after completing that, then I will tell you, okay, whatever I told you, okay, now you look at it different way. And that is a correct way after having it known, this karma and karma concept, when you understand it. It is just like this, okay, when the young child growing up, the mother tells the story of Santa Claus. Every mother has gone through the stories of Santa Claus in this country, okay, to tell their children. Do you ever tell them, this is not true. There is no such as a Santa Claus. Okay, you don't have to. When the child is grown up, he knows. And he is going to go through the whole things. That's why it understands the life's reality. What Santa Claus story is really teaching young children in their mind is many of the life's reality lessons, okay, which otherwise, without that help of the Santa Claus, they would not have learned. So it is similarly things you have to understand. This is the way our human machine is very complex. And there are many different ways, you teach when the child is growing up, how you can do. You get, tooth fairy, Santa Claus, and so many things that come. And then as they grow up, then they realize it is nothing. But when the new generation comes up, it goes through the same cycle. Similarly, in India, we got all Hindu Jatak Kathao and all those stories learn, and the stories we learn, we teach our children and generation after generation that way. Then that's how it processes. But this is most important for becoming a spirituality. Okay. So let's go to the next one, and then now it will be little bit more speedy.